Gold Digger, before we dive in, I want to let you know about something I'm teaching live coming up that you do not want to miss. 10x your productivity workshop. We're going to do a 4-hour intensive. Now, don't worry, everything will be recorded, so go ahead and click the button to register. But if you're somebody who just feels overwhelmed, out of control, you have no method to your madness, or you're working hard, but you're not seeing the results because you're just not spending time on the right things, I'm going to teach you how I've become the most productive person I know. I juggle multiple businesses. I have two small children and a lot of sports. I get 8 hours of sleep. I go to yoga. I walk every day. I do all the things. I hang out with my husband on date nights, and we go to church. So if that seems too good to be true, click the button, grab your spot. I'm going to teach you how to 10x your productivity.
Hey, Gold Diggers, Wendy here. I'm the Director of Coaching and Enrollment at the Gold Digger Girl Co. And I'm here for the Get Lit series, Learn, Implement, and Teach, where we're going to talk about productivity today. We're going to talk about productivity by utilizing themed weekdays. How cool is that, right? So back when I was in my direct sales company, I actually used this method to keep myself really organized and structured. So I called it my hustle binder and I broke down the days. Okay. So we all love to learn, right? Especially all you gold diggers out there. Kimberly loves to pump out the content. So we're always consuming. But what we do know is that we need to take action. We need to be productive, right? So how do we do that? Because that's the thing that we kind of struggle with. So we're always looking for ways to increase our productivity. Now, I'm going to go over a little bit of this themed week thing, and I think it's going to really help a lot of you guys out. You can use it for personal and for business. But we are having a workshop. It's called 10X Your Productivity on September 27th. So if you're watching this before that, you're going to want to join us there. It's a 4-hour workshop and it's for free, you guys. Free 4 hours. There's an awesome workbook and to go through. We're going into the fourth quarter of the year. The end of the year is coming. We want to finish strong. This is the perfect time to really get your productivity in check and get a system in place to help you, right? So join us for that. If you need the link, you can comment below workshop and we'll get you the link for that. Or you can reach out to your Gold Digger contact and we can help you there too. Okay, so let's get into this and then we'll talk a little bit more about that. All right, so themed days. So when I was in my direct sales company, and I was a top leader for 8 years there, and this changed my business because I was a single mom. My kids were very young. I was working a full-time job. I was all over the place. I was at that stage where like kids were doing after school activities and doctor's appointments. I just felt like I was always in the car. So I created this binder. And this is before, this is like 10 years ago, you guys. So I created this before I knew about Trello, spreadsheet, no technology. So I just used a good old fashioned binder. And I broke my days up and gave them titles. So each day had a theme. So Mondays maybe were for reaching out to hostesses, like follow up with hostesses. Tuesdays was customer service day. So maybe I followed up with customers, thanked them for their order, maybe suggested an add-on, something like that. Wednesdays were, I think, booking days. So then I would reach out to people that I wanted to book parties with. Thursdays was content day. So that's the day that I planned out like things that I was going to post about, or maybe there were events I was going to be going to, things like that. Anything to get the word out. Advertising day, I guess you would call it. And then Fridays were just kind of like a catch-all follow-up day, like follow-up Fridays, right? The binder had everything I needed in it. So I wasn't stressed out that every week I knew I was going to touch a part of my business that was important every week, no matter what, because I structured it that way. So you can do the same thing too, personally or professionally. So let's go over some of the things, some ideas. You can share your ideas in the comments. That would be awesome. So like Mondays can be your prep day. Maybe it's the day that you plan out your week, you plan out just for the day, whatever it is. that's your planning day. Maybe it's your quarterly, right? So maybe you're always checking in on like what's happening, how you're going to plan that out. And it could be planning for content. It could be planning for meetings. It could be planning just your calendar, your personal calendar, and like making sure that everything is syncing together. You know that on Mondays, you're going to do that. Okay. Maybe on Tuesdays is your content day. Like mine was, I think mine was Thursdays, but it's content day, right? So maybe you're creating, maybe you're a creative person, you're creating content, or you're just coming up with ideas for content, right? You could also just make it your general creative day. Maybe you're very artistic. Maybe you want to take some time for yourself on this day. This is the day that you take some self-care time. So that's what Tuesdays can be for you, right? Wednesdays can be an errand day. And again, these are just suggestions. You make it work for your lifestyle, what's going on with you, and what you need to get done to be productive in your business and in your personal life. Because here's the thing. Being productive personally is going to free up more space for you to work on your business. So if we get some systems in place, it's going to help all around. Okay. So Wednesdays could be maybe your errand day. And this is a big tip for me that really worked is I always have like my Thursdays are my doctor's appointment days. Like I make sure that my schedule is mapped out in a way that no matter what, when I call a doctor, if they have an appointment, I always plug it in to like Thursday morning. Okay. Because I know that time frame is always open. Or my refrigerator, my ice maker just broke in my refrigerator. So I called for service and I know that my Thursday morning is open. So I can always fill that. Just knowing, so you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, when do I have an open slot on my calendar to fit somebody in for something? Having a blocked out time that no matter what, you can fit somebody in there is so great. Like just takes that stress right off your shoulders. So doing something like that, maybe having a standing day where you go and do food shopping instead of trying to fit it in. And you guys, if you're not utilizing all the amazing technology out there, if you're a busy mom, I wish I had this when I was working full time, had my kids, doing my side hustle. Now you can do Instacart, food delivery. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of it where you can see where your time is more valuable being able to work on your business than spending time in the food store. And for those of you with little kids, I remember having to drag my kids to the food store. Oh, that was a nightmare. So if you're not having to do that, that's really great. So think of things like that, right? Maybe on Fridays is your paperwork day. It's a day that you file things. It's the day that you reconcile your bills and get your books in order, right? And then Saturday and Sunday can just be a catch-all, or it could be maybe you have a list of projects you want to do. So you know that every Saturday you're going to do a project. So you have a project list and you know that you've mapped out time that on Saturday mornings, this is when you're going to knock out cleaning out, your kid's closet or reorganizing your cabinets in your kitchen or something like that, right? So those are just some ideas. And again, this is personalized. You decide. So you can theme out your days any way you want. Okay. And you can use this for personal or for business. Now, what this is going to help you with, again, is to find some time so that you can schedule time to be productive in your business. And that brings us back to our workshop, our 10X Your Productivity Workshop, which is September 27th. It's 4 hours long, you guys. It's going to be so much amazing information. And we're implementing. It's not just learn. We're implementing. You're going to walk away ready to go. There's an amazing workbook that comes along with it. And then what I recommend is you upgrade to our VIP, which is only $27. It's $27. You're going to get 4 hours of the regular workshop. Then you're going to get 2 additional hours of an amazing Zoom with Kimberly Olson, where you're going to be able to ask questions specific to what you're working on and what you need help with. And then you're going to get, let me read my notes here because there's so much, because you guys know how Kimberly likes to just give. There is a ebook that you're going to get as a VIP upgrade called the Productivity Playbook, which is awesome. In addition to that, I just heard her say that she's also giving anyone that signs up for VIP, you're going to get a bonus of her audiobook of Balance is BS. It's about 2 hours long, so you can hear Kimberly talk all about it. You don't have to read it. You can just listen to her, tell her a little story, and learn all the things about how she balances being a mom and a boss and all the things and how she got to where she is, which is really awesome. So if you haven't registered yet, please write workshop in the comments. We will get you a link to get you all registered. Upgrade to VIP, you guys. It's $27 for basically 6 hours of content, and you get it for a lifetime. It's like a no-brainer, okay? And you get the ebook and the audiobook and the workbook. I mean, it's amazing. So hopefully you took some value from this. I enjoyed being here with you guys. I love this series, Get Lit, right? Like, so everybody get lit in your business, learn, implement, and teach it, right? So we can get better. All right, until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.